going on, my silly? This is your boy Silly Bones, and right now, guys, getting ready to do a react video. In this reaction, we're reacting to a very interesting. This is not a song. This is not a kadang. This is the world without Romania. And what will the world be without Romania? So, within this video, what I am going to do without interrupting as much, I want to see what would, like, the facts that they have. What would it be like if Romania did not exist, pretty much? And I'm pretty sure Romania added a lot of good things to this lifetime. So before I get into this video, hit that like button, leave some comments down below, hit that motherly subscribe button, guys, and let's not waste any more time. Follow my Instagram page, all links will be down below, guys. Since this video is about 5 minutes long, I'm probably just gonna try to do the editing in a certain way today, and we'll see how this goes. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Let's get into this video.
There are some countries without which the world would have a completely different face than the one we know today. I mean, we can all imagine how the world would be without the USA, Great Britain, or Italy. A world without hamburgers, corporations, the UN, tea-based rituals, big clocks named Ben, pizza, pasta, romantic songs, and why not picturesque mob movies. The list could go on forever, but we have just one question. How many of you have tried to think of a world without Romania? For those of you who haven't, take a good look onward. To begin with, try to imagine writing your entire life with only a pencil. Not so convenient, is it? In case you didn't know, and we're sure you didn't, the fountain pen was invented by a Romanian professor named Petrache Poinaru. His invention was patented by the French government in May 1827. Dr. Stefan Odobleja, another illustrious Romanian scientist, is renowned.
That would be crazy. A life without a pen. I work in the hospital, and it would suck because to try to sign stuff in pencil, one, is not professional, and two, if everything was in pencil, and I know in the hospital we use certain colors for certain things. You know, we use black for signing stuff. You know, some of the nurses use certain pens to organize their work and their notes. So see, everything in pencil would be very, very confusing. Very confusing. So yes, the pen is an important thing that we have, an important utensil that we have right now.
As the father of cybernetics. Practically, he's the inventor of modern cybernetics, and the first to state that cybernetics originates in psychology. Nicolae Paulescu, a Romanian physiologist, invented insulin, a very controversial invention initially and very much disregarded. Only 50 years later, after two Canadians received a Nobel for the same invention, was Nicolae Paulescu's precedence finally recognized, and he was rightfully acknowledged as the true inventor of insulin.
Wow.
As in the 20th century...
Here's another thing. Insulin. We have a lot of diabetics in America. A lot of diabetics. The list goes on and on of the crazy food we eat in America that causes diabetes like crazy. Insulin is one of those things that help diabetics with their insulin to keep it in a good shape. You know, so insulin has saved a lot of lives. Without that, there would be a lot of chaos and death in America. Thank you, guys.
Time was the key word for solving anything. The jet plane, invented by Henry Coanda, was one of the most revolutionary inventions ever. Without him, the jet plane would probably have been invented much later. Without a Romanian gymnast, the computers wouldn't have had the possibility to learn to display a perfect 10. Nadia Comaneci got the first 10 in the history of gymnastics in Montreal, 1976.
Wow.
Imagine Bram Stoker trying to find a count in order to write his bestseller, and Hollywood craving for a vampire to put him on the big screen. So they would all have to thank Vlad Tepes, the Romanian medieval ruler, who had the bad luck of becoming the bloodthirsty demon of modern times. Probably a long time would have passed until someone may have thought of writing a complete history of religions. Mircea Eliade was the first in the world to do it. All around the world, nobody would have thought of mocking a serious matter like death. Natively creative, the Romanians have their own way of dealing with it, by laughing in its face. We are the first nation to have a happy graveyard, renowned for its storytelling funeral plates. Unless UEFA had approved a 1-meter wide goal, nobody would have been able to defend 4 penalty strikes in a row. This performance by Romanian goalkeeper Helmut Duckendam granted Steaua Bucharest the Champions Cup in 1986.
Wow.
Hey, Mr. Bill Gates, we want to congratulate you for being the richest man in the world. Well, let's put it this way. You owe us big time.
Money. Money makes the world go around the world.
The second spoken language in your company is Romanian. Repeat after me. Mulțumesc. Thank you, that is. But let's move on to other gates. More pleasant ones this time. The gates in Maramuresh are unique in the world for their architecture, so take a glimpse. Fellas, it's time to get serious and talk about women. And take our word for it, we have the most beautiful on God's green earth. Frankly, without trying to offend anyone, we can't for 1 second imagine a world without our wonderful women. Sorry. If we're good at one thing, it's having a good time. Gastronomically speaking, we are the proud owners of the most mouth-pleasing dishes in the world. And if you try these, we kindly recommend you...
I am a big food eater, so the time that I ever go to Romania, I will be eating a lot. I will be eating so much, because that food looks very appetizing. That stuff looks really good. And like what I'm hearing here, if you guys are one of the best cooks, I'm a big Thai eater, but if you guys are the best cooks and your food is better than Thai food, you guys might take the #1 spot in my heart.
You to feast your senses on our world-renowned wines with a history of centuries. The history of art would have been many pages thinner without the contribution of such a great sculptor as Brancusi. Brancusi did much to encourage a revival of carving and great respect for an artist's materials. Brancusi's sculptures are right now considered to be the work of a modern master. Romanians found the most vibrant blue color in the world. It is renowned worldwide, and nobody has been able to find out the exact combination used for obtaining it. It's called Voronezh Blue from the well-renowned Moldavian monastery. Another great Romanian contribution to architecture is the Brâncovenesque style, a unique style renowned worldwide. Americans have one thing to thank us for, their national sport. Because while other people were chasing wild goats in order to constitute a national sport, Romanians invented the godfather of baseball.
What?
It's called the Wiener, which was first attested to...
This goes for all the baseball card collectors and all the baseball people that play baseball. Thank Romania. They have invented this, and but you guys invented more than just baseball for America. We have insulin, which I said, the black pen, baseball, and the women, some of the women we have here, because Florida is known to be one of the mixture of cultures and everything else. So thank you.
In 1364. Last but not least, we have to admit that all the great minds behind all these achievements owe a great deal to the one thing that binds us all. That very special thing that relishes us, that makes us get new friends, that comes with us to football matches, that likes to stay with us at family reunions, that likes Christmas, Labor Day, and all our thirsty mates, and that brought us here today, excellent beer.
Wow. So beer is another concept. Thank you guys. If you guys created the very first few delicious beers, I appreciate that, because beers are very delicious and very scrumptious, and thank you for that. I like, a cold beer every now and then. I used to like it a lot. It used to relax me, but I slowed down on that. But you guys made that, and that's really awesome. Thank you. Without Romania, things that won't pretty much exist. Thank you for the insulin, the black pen, baseball, beer, your women, and delicious food. That was my favorite top 5 things. One of the coolest things that I saw for sports was the counter. If you guys didn't create that, I don't know what that system would be, I think, for the Olympics, because you guys created a 10 out of 10, which is a concept that we use a lot in America. The sculpting stuff, I'm into art, but at the same time, you know, we don't use a lot of the building stuff you guys use. But those 5 things that I just named, actually more than 5, we use that on a daily basis. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for the love and support you're showing me on this channel. I don't want you guys to think that I enjoy one country more. It's hard for me to go back and forth. But I'm gonna work on that, and things will get better, I promise. Thank you so much for the love and support you've been showing me on this channel. I love you guys. Peace, love, happiness. God is amazing.